Kia ora, New Zealand. In your news headlines today, Labour is calling the government's Boat People deal with Australia unfair. The Prime Minister has signed up to an agreement that'll see New Zealand take on 150 asylum seekers from Australia every year. Labour leader David Shearer says it'll do nothing for our international reputation and is unfair on refugees who are following the rules.
What about those people that are sitting in camps who have not done that, have not had perhaps the money to be able to get onto a boat? What about being able to take them to New Zealand instead?
And a major milestone for the Cardboard Cathedral in Christchurch today as the cardboard cladding tubes started to be installed. A total of 320 tubes, each weighing 120 kilos, will be used, and project manager Stephen Lynch says they're hoping this stage will only take about a month to complete. An Auckland Council vote on whether to allow cyclists and pedestrians to use the Auckland Harbour Bridge is being called a no-brainer. The Council's Transport Committee will decide on Wednesday whether to support Skypath, a proposal to build a walking and bike path under the 54-year-old bridge. And northern Mali's largest city has been rocked by its second suicide bombing in 2 days. Islamist rebels are continuing to defy a security lockdown on territory reclaimed by French-led forces. France's warplanes are still bombing Northern Territory. It's trying to map an exit strategy nearly 1 month into its intervention in its former colony. And sticking with world news, in the northeast of the United States has crawled out from under a mammoth blizzard that caused an estimated 15 deaths and paralysed the region with high winds and snow. An estimated 350,000 customers are still without power in the wake of the storm that dumped up to a metre of snow across many states before battering 3 Canadian provinces. And back home, more mysteries surrounding the Bethlehem College van crash in Kenya. One of the 4 who died in the crash last month was Kenyan man Christopher Mamata, who was initially understood to be driving the van. Former Bethlehem College student David Fellows told the school it was him driving, but now Kenyan police say injuries sustained by Mr. Mamata indicate he was behind the wheel. Bethlehem College Board of Trustees Chairman Hollister-jones says they told authorities about David Fellows' confession.
The Kenyan police have obviously considered all the information, including the information we passed on.
Hollister-jones says they will be investigating, but won't be looking into the crash itself.
We will continue our investigation because we have Board of Trustees issues to consider around this and to ensure our students are safe in the future.
To sport now, and a new trophy for world #1 amateur golfer Lydia Ko. The 15-year-old has become the first Kiwi to win the New Zealand Women's Golf Open in Christchurch. Ko coolly two-putted on the final hole to win her 3rd professional title, and she's also the youngest ever winner on the Ladies European Tour. And this morning, New Zealand was pummeled by South Africa in the Cup final of the World 7 Series in Las Vegas. South Africa led 28-0 at half-time before running out comfortable 40-21 victors. The All Black Sevens still remain on top of the overall standings by 23 points, with 4 rounds remaining. And finally, NASA says its Curiosity rover is living up to its name, having collected its first sample of Mars bedrock. A drill carried at the end of its robotic arm has managed to cut a 6-centimetre hole in the surface of the red planet. It's been hailed as an immense achievement by NASA, which hopes the sample can make it safely back to Earth. And that was your news for Monday, the 11th of February. Ka kite anō.